Okay. Um, I am doing a research paper for public speaking class. My research is going to be about video game violence. I'm starting off opening up Microsoft Word so that I can put in any websites that I get my research from. I'm putting in, I'm labeling web for inserting any sites. Now I am opening up Google Chrome, and my first search engine is going to be google.com, because that's where I usually go for my research. Let's see. Well, I guess I should save or title my Word document as video game violence. My first search, the keywords I put in is violence, violence with video games. Search engine gives me violence with video games, youth violence with video games, media violence with video games, violence associated with video games. All these look good. I will probably look up all of them once I get through some of these, or once I look through some of these websites. I started off with youth violence with video games. Let's see. I do see an abstract. It's titled Violent Video Games, Delinquency, and Youth Violence. I'm clicking on that. Oh, it's currently unavailable, so I'm going back and looking for another site. I'm looking at another link from University Star. This is a student-run newspaper for Texas State University. The title of the link is Graphic Video Games Do Not Contribute to Youth Violence. I'm clicking on that just to take a look at it. This article is written by Ryan Pittman. His major is journalism. He's a freshman. Let's see. I do not see a date on this article. Let's see. Reception students. not seeing much fact or proof in this article. I'm more so seeing Brian Pittman's opinion on video game violence. So I'm going to go back and look for another site. I see another link with the title "Violent Video Games Are a Risk Factor for Criminal Behavior." This Iowa State University of Science and Technology. Let's see. I'm going to click on this link, give it a look. This Iowa State University News Service. This was posted March 26, 2013. Title: Violent video games are a risk factor for criminal behavior and aggression. Let's see. It says Matt Delacy, a professor of sociology, said the research shows a strong connection even when controlling for a history of violence and psychopathic traits among juvenile offenders. When critics say, well, it's probably not video games, it's probably how antisocial they are. We can address that directly because we control for a lot of things that we know matter. Let's see. He also says, even if you account for the child's sex, race, age, and the age they were first referred to juvenile court, which is a powerful effect, and a bunch of other media effects like screen time and exposure, even with all that, the video game measure still mattered. Let's see. The results were not unexpected, but somewhat surprising for Douglas Gentile and what was I? An associate professor of psychology who has studied the effects of video game violence exposure and minor aggression, like hitting, teasing, and name calling. He says, I didn't expect to see much of an effect when we got too serious to link with a criminal level aggression, because youth who commit that level of aggression have a lot of things going wrong for them. They often have a lot of risk factors and very few protective factors in their lives, Gentile says. What does this mean for parents? As if right now, this site seems credible, just because it's from professors who actually done research on the subject at hand. So as if right now, I'm going to copy and paste the web link, just so that I can look back on it later. Control paste. because that's going to be the first link that I have on my Word document. And now I'm going to go back to the Google search and see if I can find anything else. The impact of video games, media information for parents. Video games do not make vulnerable teams more violent. I guess this link counters what Professor Gentile, what his point was. So I'll look at this link, www.springer.com. Was posted by Heidelberg, August 26, 2013. Title: Video games do not make vulnerable teens more violent. Let's see. According to Christopher Ferguson of Stevenson. Okay, so this is another article where Heidelberg, is that right? Heidelberg, I guess this is kind of his opinion, but he does speak of the research that was found by another professor. Let's see, according to Christopher Ferguson of Stetson University and independent researcher Shel Olson from the U.S. in a study published in Springer's Journal of Youth and Adolescence, found that playing such games actually have had a little flaming effect. Apparently, by their research, they found that playing video games actually has had a slight calming effect on the youth with attention deficit systems and help to reduce their aggression and bullying behavior. States that Ferguson and Olson studied 377 American children, on average 13 years of age, from various ethnic groups who had clinically elevated attention deficit or depressive symptoms. The children were part of an existing large federally funded project that examines the effect of video game violence on youth. Let's see. So far, this article looks like something that I will use on the research paper. Mainly because the research that was done was from professionals, a professional researcher and a professor from a university. Is mainly where I get all my information from, is and my credibility from professors that's actually done the research. Let's see. Ferguson and Olson's findings do not support the popular belief that violent video games increase aggressions in youth who have a predisposition to mental health problems. The researchers found no association between the playing of violent video games and subsequent increased delinquent criminality or bullying in children with either clinically elevated depression or attention. That's it.